So the series has been, well, we made this decision before it started to stop, well, not to stop trying to amuse, but to start trying to amaze. That was what I said, wasn't it?
It was.
Let's do amaze, so you tell people amazing things rather than constantly going to amuse. Because everybody complains, if you do a film like the Ayrton Senna film, you get some people saying, oh, it's too serious, I like it when they all catch fire.
But then if you do motorhomes, people say,
oh, why can't you just be sensible? So you can't please all the people all the time, but I reckon in this series we got closer to doing it than...
Yes, probably.
And the other thing as well you have to remember is that I did a calculation last night.
That must have been difficult.
It was for
That's
me,
why you're
obviously. I
tired
had to use
today.
my calculator. I did a calculation of how much time I've spent with my children this year and how much time I've spent with these two, and it's a factor of 5 to 1. For every hour I've spent with my children, I've spent 5 hours with these two.
you lucky man. That's lovely. Actually, you're lucky children.
I spent a lot of time with my children this year.
So yes, I mean, I hope you have enjoyed the series, because it's been good fun to make. So some people like it when we cock about, and some people like it when we're serious, and we try to accommodate everybody, but we can't keep all the people happy all of the time. Just do our best.
And shouldn't try to.
That's what we're like naturally anyway, because sometimes we are serious.
When?
Sometimes
When are we
we're
serious?
very
When?
Serious. I've never
I'm
seen
with
you
it as
be
a
serious.
team. I'm not.
Oh,
He
as a
was. He
team.
spoke about it in Senate. Then we've done serious, and then the
Only
rest
two
of the
pieces to
time,
camera, as he's pointed out.
which is the bulk of the time, we cock about.
Anyway, I
You
hope...
mean serious?
No, I'm not really a serious person. I don't get up in the morning and think, right, we must have a really serious day today. I usually think, let's have a bit of a laugh.
Filming, can't remember which one, when because of the light, we ended up getting back to the hotel at about 4 o'clock every day because it went dark. And us being us, there was no better way to entertain ourselves. We were filming the bobsleigh run, Lillehammer.
Yeah.
And there was no better way to entertain ourselves than by devising different forms of bobsleigh. So we ended up with bob trolley,
Oh,
bob
yes.
chair. Remember, we had a tower of about
bobsleigh
40
crash.
plastic
Yeah.
chairs on a wheeled trolley.
Yeah.
And you sit on top of it, and all your mates push it down a hill, and you fall over
And then you
break
fall
your
off.
Yeah.
They really did well because we
People
realised
like it.
because we were back at the hotel, we couldn't start drinking by 4, or we'd all have been blind drunk. So we just messed about. They didn't get it.
But was that the launch where we played, I'm not sure I was with you, stand in the completely dark room and see who gets hit with the plastic bottle?
Yes, I think it was.
So that's a brilliant game, because somebody's got it and you're not sure who it is, and then BOW!
If I tune in to see a programme, if I think I'm interested in gardening, I wouldn't tune in to Strictly Come Dancing. So if
No,
we
I
see
exactly.
sometimes
cars,
I have written to the BBC and complained that in Formula 1 there isn't enough horses.
yeah.
I do like Cash in the Attic. Well, as you do.
Oh
in
yeah,
fact,
that's a
because
brilliant
it's
programme.
just
Because the
riveting.
presenters, she's the best presenter. How do you feel? You've just lost all your money. How do you feel? You've just made £10. How do you feel? Oh dear, so it's just about to go for sale now. How do you feel?
That
It's
one
for sale
didn't
now.
sell. How do you feel about that?
No, he's auctioning it now. How do you feel?
My God, your husband's just had a heart attack. Inexplicably. How do you feel? How does he feel? It's a fantastic
It is. It's the best
programme.
programme. James and I have to stop filming every afternoon so we can watch Cash in the Attic.
And now you get televisions in cars, of course, and we have a lot of Range Rovers, and they've all got televisions in. It's just the world goes completely silent. It's Cash in the Attic. Stop what you're doing, and let's see how she feels.
Have you watched it? I can wholeheartedly. You've got to
may have
watch
to
Cash
take
in the Attic. How do you feel?
Fantastic.
Right, you're picking your fingernails. How do you feel?
About that. And you've
There's
been
a
asked how
wasp.
you feel. How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that wasp? There's a wasp on the cup. How do you feel about that?
It's not irritating at all.
No, it isn't. It's riveting.
It is absolutely brilliant because
They've got this broken plate that they're trying to
they're trying to sell for a
How do
pound.
you feel?
I mean, it's a
Desperate,
pound.
I think, is the answer.
It's a pound. Oh, you've made a pound. How do you feel?
How can you make such a long-running series called Cash in the Attic when the answer, very obviously, after about 2 programmes, was that there isn't any? It just isn't. You've just got some things are in the attic because they're broken.
That's why they're in the
They'd
attic.
be in the kitchen. Therefore, there is no cash in the attic. Get a grip. But brilliant television.
There's a wasp near you. How do you feel?
Well, I'm going to relax.
Good.
I'm not going to do the Jeremy.
The wasp dance.
That's the Daniel Day-Lewis cup of tea. fighting off a wasp. Look dignified while a wasp is nearby. Impossible.
I was riding along on a motorcycle the other day, and I suddenly realised there was a wasp in my helmet, which is probably the
Which
most...
helmet?
But
Oh, that one.
Yeah, in, not on. It was in, and I suddenly was riding around. I was thinking, oh my
It's
Christ,
very
this is the thing
unpleasant.
that I've feared all my life, a wasp in my helmet. And I just started to panic, and I thought, hang on, it's an open face one. So I just went like that, and it was gone.
I had a wasp in my cross helmet on the bike, and I managed to get the helmet off before I'd stopped, which is really hard on a motorbike.
It is quite hard.
Because it's just blind panic. It's hands off bars. Stop.
Did I tell you about my new crash helmet?
No.
I didn't tell you about this.
Well, is it interesting?
Well, it's mild. I thought it was mildly interesting because it was the most stupid thing I've ever done, apart from adjusting the seat of the aeroplane during takeoff. Was I got this new helmet? I'd ordered it from Arai. It came in the post, not a freebie. I paid for it, and I got it out. And I thought, wow, this is fantastic. It's red and it's lovely. And it's all shiny. There's no scratches on here. I'm going to try it out. So I put it on my head, did it up, and I got the bike out of the garage. And I rode off down the road. And I thought, yep, it's comfortable. It doesn't. Sometimes they press there and give you a headache. It doesn't press. It's all nice. Joined the A4, gave it a bit more beans, and I thought, I'll put the visor down now I'm going fast. And I put the visor down, and I hadn't taken the sticker off that tells you. So I put it down and couldn't see anything.
Why didn't you just drive a car? You don't need to wear a crash helmet then.